What about now?
You're good now.
Yeah. Is it like right here or I got? Okay, that's good. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, could you mute that, TJ? I don't have any questions or anything lined up.
Okay.
I don't. I just never realized that. I was so excited about just doing shit. But we're gonna fumble our way through this. At least I am. You ready? You sure?
Yes. Good to go.
Great. All right. What's happening, family? Welcome back to another episode of Tasting with Tank. A lot of you all may know who this beautiful young lady is.
Come on.
Hey, got a co-signer back there. Mr. Joshi is in the building. This is the Spanish guy's girlfriend.
AKA Jasmine.
I was going to get to that.
Okay, Jasmine.
Go ahead, Imara. I know her name. Angel gets that wrong. But go ahead.
I'm Imara, AKA Jasmine.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I'm excited to be here today.
All right. So, she got that name because I was trying to protect the relationship and the newness of it. So I created this name, Jasmine. At first, I couldn't remember her name or how to say it.
Yeah, let's start there.
I meet a lot of people,
yeah,
and
it's
you know,
okay.
I'm big fours.
It's okay, yeah.
And Imara's not like Jessica or Sarah. I was saying Imari. We have a son named Amar, and I was like, oh, Imara. Okay, cool. Took some time, but Jasmine worked.
Yeah.
Do you like Jasmine?
I like Jasmine. I think it's beautiful.
See.
Princess Jasmine.
Exactly.
I love Disney, so
Exactly.
it works out.
I was giving her flowers. Anyway, if you all heard the name Jasmine, this is Jasmine. We ain't gonna talk about Miss Fiona. So anyway, we ain't gonna go there, Josh. So anyway, a lot of people. I know you bake. Mm-hmm. You do. You have another profession that you do. I don't know if you want to talk about that, but just introduce. Has Josh introduced you to the people?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I'm not here, guys.
Well, anyways,
Wow.
I'm Mara. As I told you, I'm a baker, crafter. I just love all things like DIY and making stuff, I would say. But I focus on baking. I have a baking business, and what I love to do is like sugar cookies, cakes, cupcakes, macarons, the whole nine. I just like to make stuff. So today we're going to be putting his skills to the test to see how you can do it.
Today we're going to be just talking your love for this,
Okay.
and because I don't have no skill when it comes to this. Also, we're going to put out her information at the bottom. I caution you, her products are extremely addictive.
Thank you.
Use caution.
Very good.
Like, bring me exactly what I'm supposed to eat, because anything extra, I'm eating.
Yeah.
For breakfast, lunch, dinner, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It really is dangerous.
Yeah.
In a good way. It's good. Okay, so,
Yes.
this is Tasting with Tank. So originally, I used to review alcohols.
Mm-hmm.
I usually have a drink with my guest.
Okay.
What's your drink of choice? What? It's early, ain't it? Look, y'all want drinks. A lot of times I'm recording these things in the morning with people. Mimosa?
Oh yeah, that works.
Because I can't run no.
Yeah,
I can't.
yeah.
I can't run no whiskey right now.
Yeah, let's do
Mimosa?
that.
All right.
I like a mimosa.
We're gonna do a mimosa, and hold on. I told Josh, don't judge my equipment or my shooting techniques.
If it works, it works.
Yeah. So anyway, what got you started? I'm jumping right to it. What got you
let's do
started
it.
in the baking? Was this like a family thing? Something
Yes.
you always loved to do?
It was. So I grew up baking with my grandmother. She's from
What am I
Oklahoma.
supposed to do? Am I supposed to go off the kick? Come on, Kennedy. What the hell's going on over here? Goodness
Thank you
gracious.
so
Come
much,
on.
Kennedy.
I'm just playing. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I grew up baking with my grandmother. She's originally from Oklahoma, and she would a lot of times visit us during like the holidays. And whenever she would come, we would literally just bake the whole time.
That's
so
dope.
it's tied to like very special memories,
Mm-hmm.
especially growing up. And that's also, I think, one of the reasons why I love Christmas a lot, because it's just like baking, family, fun, love, all that good stuff. So from there, I just kind of started to just expand my skills, as well as kind of like take what she has taught me and modernize it, I would say.
Anybody witness that proper cork
That
removal?
was good.
It's supposed to hiss. It's not supposed to pop. So we got that in common. My mom, she would bake, but it was my granny would bake from scratch, and that was when I would like help her out. I cooked up more cooking over baking from her, because that was like I would get in trouble because I'm eating the dough, and it was more so of get your ass out the kitchen while I'm doing this. But when I got here, Kennedy, stop it. Get out of here. Go. And she's moving slow. Shit. Anyway, no, I picked it up, and that was one of the things. Is cooking I could understand. Baking, it was the whole. It's a feeling like you can't just. If you're going off instructions, it probably won't go well.
Yeah, it is. It's very, I will say,
at least not for me,
scientific a lot more than cooking. And especially when I started baking, I was actually gluten-free. So I was allergic to gluten for like 16 years. And I couldn't even taste a lot of the things I was baking. So I had to really understand like the science behind everything to understand why is something reacting a certain way? Why is this, rising this way? Why is this not rising this way? Because that's really the only thing I had to go off of. Now, thank goodness, my gluten allergy has been miraculously cured. So I can taste all my things, which is not a good thing. But it is a good thing because I can actually understand a little bit further what I'm doing.
Let me tell you, you know this, how you screwed my life up one year. Last year? Was it last year?
I think it was last year. I made a good amount. I think it was the year before.
Year before.
Yeah.
Screwed my life up. I'm eating these cookies. Were they red velvet cookies?
White chocolate cranberry.
White chocolate cranberry.
Yeah.
These are the type of cookies when you pick them up, they're soft. You hold one, it's not even this big, and it just slowly just falls because it's that soft and just moist and dense. And I'm tearing off into these things. And then she goes, I'm on number 3, 4, maybe 7, I don't know. Oh yeah, they're gluten-free. To me, now I'm eating vegetables that taste that good. That's what you did to my life. That's how I ate them. This is healthy now. Gluten-free? This good? Run it.
Absolutely not. Gluten-free probably.
Sure it is.
Yeah.
Healthy.
Totally healthy.
If that's what you want to lose weight, you order Imara's gluten-free white chocolate cranberry cookies.
Yep.
That's a good weight loss program. You can have 6 of those in the morning, afternoon, and evening, and live your life great. How much orange juice you want? Hold on. I'm sorry. I need to shake this.
Probably like a little bit more than that.
Oh, I do a lot more. I'm shaking
okay.
it.
I
No,
was
I'm
like-
not one of the. I don't like the taste of champagne, honestly. That's where I'm at with mine. You too? Okay, yeah, you're sane. Angel just likes hers to be set by the champagne for aesthetics. Okay, so when did you start? No. So when did you realize that you wanted to? Have you always wanted to have your own baking business?
No. And only
I'm sorry, we need a
because-
toast.
Oh. Cheers.
Oh, all
No,
right.
that's fine. Because
Oh.
you're just going to put some on here so
Okay.
that your cake can stick to it.
Now, y'all see this presentation. I usually try to set everything up. I did nothing but provide the countertop.
Marcus, you guys didn't do this already? At her birthday?
Josh didn't invite me to your birthday. I wish I could have been there. It would have been an awesome time.
Well,
I would have
we're
really
doing
loved
it
it.
now.
We're doing it
We're
now.
doing
So
it
I
now.
greatly appreciate you for doing this because he definitely dropped the ball there.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
And the
Yeah, it just makes
adhesive.
it a little bit easier so you're not
Gotcha.
like pushing it around.
Okay, I'm nervous because I don't know what I'm doing and I'm beside a professional. Okay, baking business.
Yes.
Because we want to get into that too. And you just work and I'm going to watch you.
Okay, perfect. So I actually didn't always want to have a baking business. I also grew up watching a lot of like Food Network. So like Cake Boss, Cupcake Wars, like those are things that I grew up on.
Each time
And
I got in trouble, I would just start eating this.
I always saw people on there who had, their businesses, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. But I grew up in a very traditional family where it's like doctor,
Same.
lawyer,
Well, not doctor, lawyer, but
but do
college
kind of
work.
like exactly college. You gotta go
I was
to
like, me
college.
too.
And so I didn't even realize that like you could own a business. Like
Yeah.
I didn't realize like that was an actual thing that you could do, and entrepreneurship was a thing. Only really until recently, I'm just like, wow, I can actually
can do
like
that.
make money and like work for myself doing this.
Make money from your hobby.
Exactly. Yeah. So, it wasn't really until recently where I started kind of just working a lot more and taking on more orders because people would ask me to do things here and there. I did a couple things in college, but I never really took it that seriously until really when I moved. I'm originally from Long Beach. I moved to Ventura. I started doing a lot of farmers markets and like community-based things. And I got really good feedbacks, and I was like, oh, I could do this. And then I just kept at
That's
it,
dope.
and that's where I am today.
Dude, y'all see me, the laser focus I have every time she does something like
It's hard because
Did you
I
see
want
my
to
face?
explain it to you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Like,
Explain it.
So,
and then we'll go back in.
Yeah, so now we're stacking our cakes.
She's probably frustrated as hell.
No,
Like,
I'm just like...
stupid mother. So we doing
So now
more
we're
of this?
stacking our cakes. What
All right.
they're
Oh, don't pick it up.
Yeah,
That was
you can
stupid.
just put like buttercream on there, and then eventually you want to get like a thick, even layer. Emphasis on even.
Oh, this is a turntable.
Yeah. So it helps you. You can turn it a little bit.
Damn.
It might be
Okay.
easier to move.
Emphasis on even.
Yeah, even.
So we
'Cause,
going ghost on them.
again, this is the foundation, the structure
Uh-huh.
of your cake. So if this
Oh, so
part,
when that layer go on there, okay.
if it's not
Got you.
even, like you could fix it after. It's just a lot harder. And you know, obviously, you don't want your cake to be a little bit.
I mean, it's gonna taste good.
It will
Hey.
taste good.
How so you probably like you would have to be like a perfectionist at this.
Oh, for sure.
Because if I make a cake and if I know it tastes good, man, the hell with that cake look like. Y'all gonna
Yeah.
eat it and like
I am definitely a perfectionist. There are very few orders where I don't find at least one thing where I'm just like, ugh, like I could have did that better, or I
Yeah.
wish I would have did this. But I think a lot of it is tied to knowing that when I'm making something for somebody, it's like a special moment in their life. So
Yeah.
I want that to be perfect for them. You know, like
Yeah.
I want it to be something that they remember, something that they like, you know, love that they spent all the money on, you know, they feel like it's worth it. And the fact that like, especially if they're getting it for someone like their kids, you know, that's like super special to me. So I want them to be like, wow.
Yeah, that was it was purple and white, or white and purple. I don't know if it was a birthday or wedding cake. It was really dope that you did recently.
Oh yeah, the heart cake.
Yeah. It was so elegant looking. I was like, see?
And even then I was like,
See?
oh, I wish I would have did like a darker color underneath it to tie more into the purple hues. But that's just me. I have to like
Yeah.
eventually, I talk myself out of those moments.
So
But for sure, there's times where I'm just like, ugh.
So you gotta be like a designer / cause you got colors that they
Let
want.
me tell you, you gotta be a designer, you gotta be a scientist.
See, that's what I wanted. I wanted. Let me tell you something. Yeah.
A designer, a scientist, an engineer, especially like when you're getting into the cakes that are more custom.
All
Like
the structures and everything.
I did a skateboard cake recently where I made like a half pipe.
Oh wow.
And I had to really figure out like, okay, what are the dimensions of the cake that I need to bake? How am I going to break up those cakes? How is this going to stack on each other? Is it even going to be sturdy enough? Am I going to have to use extra support like wooden dowels or something to like make it stand straight? So there's a lot of things that go into it, and then like within each of those like sectors, there you break it down even further. So when
because
I'm
you got
doing-
other edible stuff inside the.
So when I'm doing cookies, like when you're mixing colors, like color theory is a whole different thing.
Oh, yeah,
Because you got to learn how to like make colors and mix them so that they look realistic to what you're trying to achieve.
What's dope about your stuff is it's all edible.
Yes.
Like a lot of people, they do. What's it called? I guess you could eat it, but it doesn't taste good.
The fondant.
Yeah, and they use that, and it's like, oh, this is neat, and then it's like, no, you got to remove all that or cut through it to get to what you actually want to eat.
Yeah, I hardly ever like I do fondant cakes sometimes, but those are really like the skateboard cake was a fondant cake, but I always tell them like this is literally just for the look.
Yeah, when
But-
it's in a whole aesthetic of.
But that's not my normal, and regardless of anything I do, like even if it's cookies or macarons and I'm adding little accents on it, like I did some beach sugar cookies and I wanted to add little shells, like 3D ones to give it that effect. I made those out of fondant. Anything I do, I always try to make sure that like 99% of the cake or the cookies or whatever is edible.
First of all, check out your boy.
That's good.
Hey.
That's good.
The pure focus that just went in, I almost got a nosebleed trying to. I was like, I'm glad you brought these turntables. Pow. All right.
That's good.
My hand's shaking. All right. Shut up, Josh. Why are you here? You know, you opened up a whole new world to Josh. The last time we went, where were we eating at? And he was like, "Oh, this is the pineapple."
Pineapple compote. He probably said that.
Probably. He's annoying. Anyway.
I teach him a lot of baking terminology.
So now you have an assistant.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's so dope.
Deliveries. What else? Grocery pickups.
I was going to say, he delivered to us a few times.
Mm-hmm. When I
Greatly
have
appreciate
markets,
this. Should we be tipping him?
That's a
He
good
drives an
question.
electric
Yeah,
car.
that's
It's fine. All right, now since this is tasting with Tank, do you do alcohol infused like a rum cake, bourbon cake?
No, I
No.
haven't dibbled and dabbled into that world yet.
Okay, when you want to, safe
for
safe
sure.
space. We'll be honest. We can work through things.
100%.
How about-
I want to perfect the things that I'm working on now.
Okay.
And then eventually kind of like continue
Got
to
you.
expand.
My aunt does I guess it's a bourbon cake. And you literally catch a buzz off of
Oh.
a slice. Like, it's powerful. You walk in
Wow.
her house and it's just like, oh, she's making bourbon cake. Like,
Wow.
It's like, I don't know how you mix alcohol into batter and get it to get fluffy and eat edible, but she does. She's like probably the biggest, other than my granny, she's like the biggest baker in our family. We going on the side?
Yep.
I was using the side for grip. Okay.
No, that's okay.
All
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
So-
it is, but I got the turntable.
Exactly. So when you're turning it, I like to use my thumb.
That I'm sorry, y'all. That's Castle and Lala. They're playing.
I like to use my thumb and hold it kind of like this,
Okay.
just because I feel like it has the most, it's the most stable that way. And everyone also has a different technique, so I'm just showing you the way that I like to do it. Some people like to stack it and then go on the sides. I like to stack it side my first layer and then no.
Oh.
I said
I
that
thought you were
backwards.
saying
no. I said that backwards. I was like, wait. I like to side my first layer and then stack it, and then that way when I'm doing the sides, to me it's a little bit easier.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not trying to cover
All right, I'm
everything
just gonna
all
follow
at
your
once.
lead. So this is almost like mortar, mortar, like cement that goes on like a
it's
brick wall.
Okay.
That's how I have to even like makeup and stuff. I'm like, okay, so that's a spackle. You want that to be an even flow around. That's the only experience I have with doing this. If it ain't come out of box and baking, yeah, it's curtains for me. So you have, so you're building. What's the name of your? Did you say it already? What's the name of your business?
Simple Bakes.
Simple Bakes.
And I got that from Simple Ingredients, Beautiful Bakes. Because my whole thing is like, I want to make
Say it again for the people in the back.
Simple Ingredients, Beautiful Bakes. I like to use all natural things. I bake everything from scratch. There's nothing that I use at store-bought. So even these, I made for you from scratch yesterday. So I hope
See,
you
that's what I
enjoy.
didn't want you to do. You wasn't supposed to do that.
But I can't, there's nothing in me that can go to the grocery store and buy a box something.
I was
physically
gonna
can't.
do it.
I
And you wouldn't have
physically
known.
can't. I would have known.
I would have went to Ralph's and
And I would have been
unpackaged.
like, Marcus, I know you didn't bake this from scratch, so where'd you get it
You
from?
damn right, because we eating it. I didn't bake it from scratch. I ain't gonna do that to you.
But yeah, so I like to use simple ingredients, everything from scratch, and I really try to like keep things 7 ingredients or less.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's really
do you ship?
I ship cookies.
You ship cookies.
Everything else is kind of hard to ship. You can't really ship
Yeah, you
cupcakes
can't really,
unless
yeah.
you're putting crazy preservatives in it. But
Yeah.
even then, it's like you're fighting against weather conditions, and people, they don't care. They're throwing boxes around, you know?
Yeah. It would have to be impossible with the cake because I deal with that even with my product, my beer and body
Yeah.
butter in the summertime. That's where people like, it showed up and it's melted. I'm like, it's 138 degrees in Texas. I can't help that. But it's not their fault, but I put those warnings on there. And I do that because same reason, I don't have to put a whole bunch of preservatives in it just to keep it from melting. So I feel your pain on that.
Yeah.
What's the most difficult cake that you've ever done. I'm trying to be a good host and ask good questions, but
You're
you
doing
gave me a
great.
project.
You're doing great. And the multitasking is great. I will say recently the skateboard cake I was talking about, that was the most difficult only because it was something very new for me. Like I hadn't worked on anything like that to that extent ever. So it was like my first time, but I really, really, really wanted to do it and I wanted to like push myself because I just knew I could do it. Like I'm really like, I'm a true DIYer at heart. Like I'll look at something and be like, I can make that.
I can do that.
Like, I
Absolutely.
can make that.
That's the best way to do it. If somebody else can do it, I can.
Exactly.
Simple as that.
Especially if someone's talking crazy prices. And I'm like, I will go to Lowe's right now.
That's how I became a gearhead, working on cars. I need to level my sides up. Oh, it's supposed to be upside. See, I didn't know.
So the trick with that, this side's flat. The other side is rounded.
And you can just fill that in.
So it just makes it a little bit easier when you're stacking. You don't have to do as much work.
Castle. Yeah, like especially with like newer cars and stuff. I've always kind of worked on my cars, but that's how you will get me every time to figure something out. I'm like, if a mechanic can do this, I can figure this out.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Trust me. I know.
All right, picking up here. Y'all didn't hear that part because y'all don't need to hear it. Hold on. How I put this?
So, yep.
I'm gonna put this on the wood. Don't matter. Ain't no backside, is it? All right, we there.
Yep. There you go. And then you just start to kind of add on to your
yeah,
sides
makes
and
sense.
fill in.
Yeah, fill it in. See, I'm on this, y'all. You need to drink some more of your mimosa too.
I sure do.
What's one of your favorite things to bake? Like something that comes like very natural, very easy. Somebody requested you, like, yes, I can do this, or I got this. I like doing these.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a lot, like mostly everything that I do, which is why
That's
I've
such
made
a
those
blessing.
my like specialty.
Uh-huh.
I really got into custom sugar cookies, I would say in the past year. Like those have been really big for me. I used to not like doing them at all because I wasn't good at them. And so anytime someone asked me to do it, I would be like, okay, are you sure? Like,
Yeah.
I'll do cupcakes instead. But I'm glad that I really pushed through that because now I love doing them and I think like my work is amazing with those cookies. And especially like people come to me specifically for those.
Uh-huh.
So that's been cool.
So what's a custom sugar cookie?
So I like to think of it as like, just like think of a regular like white sugar cookie
Uh-huh.
and think of the top of it decorated to match any kind of theme, any kind of drawing, any
okay.
kind of painting. So I could
Got
put
you.
names, I could make some like custom things like SpongeBob, Shrek, or whatever it is. It's think of it as just
Yeah,
like
you,
a blank canvas.
Were those sugar cookies for Juneteenth that you did for us?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Breach's baby shower.
Yeah, Breach's baby shower.
Breach's baby shower and Juneteenth. That was a lot of cookies.
Yeah.
That was a
my
lot.
hand was like throbbing.
You need to design a machine.
There is a
that will-
machine.
Oh,
It's very expensive.
well,
Very, very expensive.
design one that works slightly different and then patent it.
Yeah.
Give it your name.
Try to make a DIY version.
Yeah, there you go. So you got this custom sugar, and what made them hard to do? Like the technique
royal
you had to
icing.
master. Say it
So
again?
the royal icing. So royal icing is like powdered sugar, water, and egg white powder or meringue powder. And when you're doing those cookies, you have to work with different consistencies. So you have your flood, which is like what you use to fill in the cookie, and then you have a harder or thicker consistency called your outline. So that's where you outline the cookie. And then depending on if you're doing any lettering, you could do a hybrid. So just the water to like powdered sugar ratio has to be like spot on and consistent every single time in order to do those intricate designs. And that is the hardest thing. Like that's what I kept messing up on. I kept putting too much water. So I was like, why is it running off?
Damn, the science behind it. How did I end up with crumbs all up through mine? I ain't gonna ask questions. That was a stupid ass question because I don't know what I'm doing.
I have crumbs on mine too, but remember I said there was one that
Oh yeah, no, but that's on me. I made her give me anyone that has an imperfection. I made her let me get that one because this ain't gonna be. It's gonna taste good because you made it, but it looks hideous.
Well, and fun
Tenderized.
fact, right now what we're doing is called a crumb coat. So it's okay if you have crumbs on it because what you're supposed to do after is you chill it for like say 30 minutes, and then you come back and you put a fresh layer on it, and that fresh layer on the outside is like the clean one. So it's totally fine if it has crumbs in it.
Check out your boy though.
It's good.
I ain't mad at this. You should have never showed me how to do this.
See?
Oh no, we going on top. What is your goal for like your business? Do you like kind of where it's at, like, or do you plan on franchising? Who knows? A brick and mortar, possibly.
I have like a lot of thoughts. Like ideally, yes, I would love to have a bakery, but then I just think of like owning a bakery is a lot of work, and sometimes that can really take you out of what I like most is the creativity part of it. It makes a lot of people super jaded. One, just keeping up with the upkeep of everything is really hard, but then two, like having to work even longer hours than I work already. A lot of people are in their bakery at 2, 3 a.m. setting up so they can open at 7.
Yeah. And that's not even including like the business side of it.
Exactly. So it's like you just have to kind of weigh. I think a lot of if you spending that much time away from your family every day is something that I'm like, oh, do I really want to do that, or do I want to kind of? I would much at this point right now. I think I would prefer to have just a commercial kitchen that I work out of and people can come pick up stuff from.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily know if like opening every day from 7 to 3, selling croissants and other stuff in addition to doing custom stuff is where I want to do. Like I kind of want to just be an anomaly and be like, you come to me for custom stuff, one of one, and that's what you're paying for.
Absolutely. And that's I didn't even think about that, like turning a quote unquote hobby into a business is now a business.
Exactly.
And there's going to be things that come with that it's like, no, this is a business. It has nothing to do with, if you're not on a certain level, it has nothing to do with my passion. I have to make a good business decision, and not particularly a decision that I love to make.
Exactly. So who knows? I mean, like, I follow a lot of bakers on social media. There's a whole community of people, and I've seen some people who it's worked really great for. I've seen some people who have opened and had to close the next year. So I don't know. I think, but also part of that could just be my fear talking. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it would. I don't think it would be. I think you're looking at it realistically. It wouldn't be like a real thing if it wasn't some fear that came along with just a little bit of fear or nervousness or caution. People are like, don't fear. Yeah, fear is healthy. It can be anyway. It can be unhealthy, but you can't just throw caution into the wind and I'm gonna do this, and you'd be one of those people. Probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the spatula. Okay.
So when you're done, or when you feel like you're in a good place, you could take this. There's a lot of different names for it. This one's just like a cake scraper. This is like in the Dollar Tree, and I use these every single day.
No, flat.
Like these are great, and they don't have to be expensive at all. You just use it, so you can set this at the edge of your cake board because this is even. And then you use it to drag the excess off to help you get it super smooth.
See, now we ghosting it. I'm referring to the movie Ghost, y'all, where Patrick Swayze, an old girl, and Whoopi Goldberg, and they was at the clay machine. It might be before your time. I don't know.
I haven't seen that.
You ain't seen that?
No.
That makes sense. They were making clay.
Oh, okay.
Do I use this on top too?
Yeah, you can.
I still got a bunch of access, huh?
No,
Am I supposed to see a rib? Oh,
no,
okay.
that's fine. Because this is just what I like to do. So I like to kind of get it super bare, and then I'll continue to build up from there.
Okay.
Like I said, everyone has a different process. It's literally just whatever works for you.
And then, so you're from California, right?
Oh, yes. From California, born and raised in Long Beach, California. Recently moved to Ventura County.
Yeah, you did. Hey, Madeline, we ain't got to talk about it. So that's like interesting. So me, when you said, back to when you were saying that, it was being an entrepreneur really wasn't like a thing that your family would like say, oh, this is what you need to do, because it was very traditional. Coming from Kentucky, I thought that, that was like just a Midwest small town way of thinking. Because when I first moved out here, I saw people writing books and owning companies and stuff. I'm just like, wait a minute, y'all can. That's actually, you don't have to be in like you're 60 to do this. Like you can be young and do it. So it's interesting hearing somebody that's like from here, like with those same, still good, came up with those same values, but at the same time, it's just like, oh no, this is possible. Because again, I always thought it was something that's like we weren't exposed to, but you think in California, everybody's exposed to it, but you're not.
Yeah, I honestly just think it depends on your family. Like,
Yeah.
I think, like, my parents' worries were probably just, my well-being. So that's the way that they wanted to steer me. And even when I went into college, I went to, I started out as like a zoologist major. Like I wanted to be a veterinarian.
Yeah.
Took one chemistry class and failed it. I said, nope.
Just from the one chemistry
I said,
class?
I need to get up out of here right now. Because if it is
like,
4 years of this.
I wasn't even almost right, so nah.
Negative. So now I actually changed my major to film. So I have a film and media background.
Really?
Yes. So
There's just so many different layers to you. So, and what didn't you like about that, or you did?
What I like about film?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just really liked it. Like at the time, my favorite amusement park was Universal Studios because I love to go in the back lot and like see how things were done. I think it all goes back to like doing things and like seeing how stuff is done, like that DIY kind of thing of like, oh, if I wanted to do this, like I know how to, at the bare minimum, edit something. I know how to turn on a camera.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh shoot.
I've always been just fascinated with the art of creating whatever that was. So
Gotcha.
I think that was really the thing that drew me in.
Josh looked up from his phone, ready to judge me. Then he gave me the head check of approval.
It's really good.
I don't know. It's leaning a little bit, but that's my business, as Tabitha would say.
Mine is too. Honestly, mine's not even going to be good because there's steps in between this that I do to help it be perfect. Like I put it in the fridge every 10, 15 minutes to help chill it so that it's more sturdy.
And we still got color. I have this is, I don't even gonna tell you. I'll tell you once you see the finished product. Even if we don't finish it in the episode, y'all gonna see the finished product. I'll fix it in post. Learned that from Josh too. All right, so I put the color in here first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter. You could put the buttercream in there first or the color. I like to do the buttercream first so then you know how much you're working with.
Gotcha.
So then you can kind of base how much color you want off of that.
Like that?
That was probably a lot, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Think of these as like pure pigment.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, it is
so
kind of
intense. So a lot goes or a little goes a long way, but that's totally fine. And the cool thing is like some colors develop over time. So like your reds, your blacks, anything kind of darker, it'll slowly develop over time. So sometimes I'll make a color, I'll let it sit for like 10 minutes, come back, mix it up.
So what does it get like darker, lighter?
It gets more pigmented.
Yeah, oh, okay.
So it'll get darker.
Y'all wanna see what I'm doing? I don't know if I can. There we go. Just mixing that in. That was just from a little small dollop.
Is there a specific tip that you want to use from out of here?
Oh, give me the one with the little
like the
teeth
star?
on it. Yeah. It's kind of like crafts and cocktails. Ain't just gonna be mad. All right. Let me start off with this. Then I just squeeze this in. I tie it at the top.
Is there something specific that you want to do, or you're just gonna go for it? No wrong answer, by the way.
I'm gonna go around the top and then down the sides.
Okay.
I guess. Y'all, I ain't mad at this at all. I'm sorry I'm not talking, but
Isn't it such a fun time?
it really is. This part is satisfying. Yeah, I like this part right here.
The only time I get stressed is if it's not doing what I need it to do. Then I'm like, oh shoot. That's the only time I get stressed. But otherwise, it is very like such a therapeutic.
See, I could do that.
Hobby.
Just call me over. I could do this part of the project. Me and Josh could set this thing off. As soon as I look over and see how neat her cake is and see you got the
Crazy.
It's all in the wrist.
It's muscle memory at that point too, though.
God dang. Oh wow. See, I thought about doing that, but I decided to go a different route. Do you watch like cooking shows for inspiration?
Do I watch cooking?
I was like, okay, dope. Yeah, I didn't know if you looked at it like, I can't watch this.
This week, Holiday Baking Championship Halloween edition just came out
Oh,
on the Food Channel or
That's
Food
gonna
Network.
be dope.
So all of those are my favorite. There's another one on Netflix called I can't think of the name.
I
I
was
feel like
about
Josh remembers the name. But
Yeah.
it's basically like this competition of these 3 people,
Uh-huh.
and someone comes in and they're like, I need a cake for, let's use the fire department for example. Like
Yeah.
they're celebrating, someone's getting honored, they need a cake. So then the 3 people have to like make their best creation, and then the person who's ordering it gets to pick which one they want.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Wow. So you get options. That's crazy.
That episode in particular was funny because my dad was on the episode. And
Really?
I didn't even know. And he didn't even know.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious. I was watching.
You sitting there watching like.
I was
that?
watching it and I saw him. I said, "What?"
Look at that right there. Look at heaven.
There it is.
Yeah.
Somebody's scared.
Oh. Okay, asshole.
No, in a good way. I would want to
whatever.
see that.
Oh,
Yeah, you could do it, Marcus.
Shut up.
see if I can get enough for one more. If not, I'll just use this purple.
So we're right here.
It wasn't right there.
It was like right in front of the drawer.
This looks good though.
Yeah, it does.
Frank looks, I didn't, Frank looks good. I can't wait to see you do it.
I'm not doing this.
Why not? Just show you new skill set.
So see how I mix 2 colors?
Uh-huh.
That's a technique too. You can get like
That is fire.
purple and blue, ombre.
Love good ombre.
That's dope. Here, are you done with that?
I can be.
Here, let me,
I
I'm
could be
gonna
here
do
for
it over
hours.
here.
I'm doing it right now.
Try it over here. You can tell by the way I'm standing, this is gonna be jacked up.
He's like, I'm
Hey!
Oh,
Hey! Oh, ye of little faces, you believed in me, Imara.
I said that you could.
Oh, shut up, Angel. You didn't.
I did.
You wanted me to look silly out here. Oh, I
Wow.
fucked that one up. That's all right.
I don't want no more store-bought cakes for my birthday.
All right.
That's good.
Hey! All right, I had to get me a refill. I don't know what's taking you so long.
Sorry, I've been decorating.
You have. I've been pretending. She said I was actually making something to look good. I don't know what you were doing, sir. All right, so we back. Imara was over here killing it. This is crazy. We showed some of her technique, but she did these little ribbons. Here's my attempt at the ribbons. Similar, not the same.
They're cousins.
Yeah, they're cousins. One cousin had both parents, the other one had both parents. They were just all drug dealers. All right, fam. Before we end this Taste It with Tank, we had mimosas because, again, it was morning when we started. What's your favorite? What's your drink of choice?
Drink of choice is guava margarita. If a place has a guava margarita, I'm ordering it every single time. Yeah, every time.
Yeah?
10 times
You
out
dry
of
them out,
Yeah.
run it back.
Yes.
Guava margarita. That does sound refreshing. Not a big tequila person, but that does sound good.
So good.
Yeah, is that your jam?
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Hey, she like, matter of fact.
Let's go to lunch
Yeah.
right now. Happy hour right now.
All right, fam. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate this. This was fun. I enjoyed this. And again, make sure y'all look at all the information below. If you want some sugar cookies shipped to you, you can get those shipped. But if you want something designer, you got to be in that good old Southern California or willing to drive here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you again.
Of course. Thank you.
Till
for
next
having me.
time. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good one, fam.